I've said these words a million times and I'll say it again. It all starts with you. Some of you are in situations, man, that you know what it is, right? You know what it is. Maybe it's a friendship, maybe it's a relationship, maybe a job, right? Some of you are in situations that you know what it is, but you're choosing to stay in it, that you're choosing to accept it. And you wonder why things ain't changing in your life. Some of y'all, excuse my sweat, some of y'all, you want all these things to happen for your life, but you don't want to put in the work. You don't want to put in the sacrifice. You don't want to go through the journey that sucks to get to the mountain peak that's beautiful. Some of you are choosing a lot of things in your life that's keeping you from everything that you were created to be. Everything. And the truth of the matter is, most of y'all hear this message, you're going to hear it. You might even feel insensitive. You're going to complain about it. You're going to say amen. You're going to go back and doing the same things. When life hits you right back in your face and life gets right back in your grill, you're going to go back doing the same things. My question to you is, what's going to change in your life, man? What's going to change in your life? People see my journey. They see where I'm at. You don't understand the things that I sacrificed 10 years ago, right? All areas of my life. The things that I love to do. But I put in work. I put in grind. I prove it to myself. This ain't about y'all. It's about me proving it to myself. When I'm on here, not on this camera, I'm proving it to myself. And a lot of us, what we want to do is we want to prove it to everybody else. But behind closed doors, you don't even believe in yourself because you don't prove it to yourself, because you're talking and don't live it, because you complain about things that you know you should change. You're not changing it. That's the things that happen in this life. And a lot of us, what we do is we stay in the same place, the same cycle of blame and complain. Feel sorry for me. Blame and complain. Feel sorry for me. Blame and complain. Feel sorry for you. And I get it. Some things happen in life that are not fair. But my question to you is, what you going to do about it? It all starts with you. You got a choice. You can continue to accept it. You can continue to stay in the same place, or you can do something about it. You can change your situation. How do I know? Because I've done it. How do I know? Because there's millions of people that's done it. So what excuse are you giving yourself? If you're not healthy, what are you doing to make yourself healthy? Right? You can just post it and talk about it and say you're doing this and say you're doing that, but the results show. And at the end of the day, too many of us, we care about what other people think, and we don't put in the work to actually prove it to ourselves. So I want you to look yourself in the mirror today and ask yourself, man, why do I keep accepting this, and what am I going to do about it? What am I going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? That's my question. Like I said, a lot of people can't handle this message because you want feel-good messages that make you feel good about doing nothing with your life. You don't want to be challenged. You don't want to go through obstacles. You want to live a perfect life. You want to go through this life without no challenge, without no obstacles, without no persecution, without no judgment. You want to go through this life like that. Jesus didn't go through this life like that. So why do you think you're going to go through this life like that? But then you see somebody that's actually doing it. You see somebody that seems strong. You see somebody that seems like they have it all together. You see somebody that's actually living their dream, but you don't understand the sacrifice and what they go on an everyday basis. And some of y'all knew what I went through every single day. You're like, damn, Trent, how are you that strong? How do you get through that? Because it's all about me proving it to myself. It's all about me leaving a legacy that's going to live forever. It's all about me showing my kids and my family what perseverance, what resilience looks like. It's all about showing y'all you can get through anything that you go through in life. That's why I do it. Some of y'all ain't got a reason why you living, and that's the way you living like. That's why you living like that. And I know I'm passionate right now because I'm tired of seeing people waste their life. And the truth is, some of us, what we do every single day is waste our life. We watch other people's life. We blame, we complain. We waste our whole entire life doing the same things, right? We complain about our health, but we putting junk and poison in our body every single day. We ain't working out. We ain't walking. We ain't doing no mental exercise. We ain't meditating. We ain't praying. And yet we complain about what we got. You turn away to help because you want to be too powerful and you don't want to let nobody help you in your life or give you any advice in your life. And then you complain about the life that you live in. The truth is, the person that's in your way, it ain't the people in the comments. It ain't your haters. It ain't your ex, right? It ain't your job. It ain't your boss. The person that's in your way is you. Because you can control what you accept. You can control what you choose to stay in. You can control what you put in your body. You can control how you show up every single day. And I ain't telling you to show up how other people show up. Your greatness is going to look different from the next person's greatness. Your legendariness is going to look different from the next person's legendariness. You protecting your peace is going to look different than the next person protecting your peace. That's the problem. We say we complain our life the whole entire time, and we compare our life the whole entire time. Okay? So whatever it is that you got to do, whatever it is that you're going through, my question to you is, what you going to do about it? Stop selling flesh. You can fool everybody, but you can't fool yourself. And I promise you, those results are going to show. You can say, oh, I'm training every day. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Those results are going to show. You can say, oh, I'm not around conflict. I'm not around drama. I'm not around this. I'm not around that. Posting positive quotes. Oh, protect my peace, but you ain't doing it. Those results are going to show. You got to prove it to yourself, man. This journey is about you versus you. But people don't want to hear that type of message. You want to hear a feel-good message. You want to hear a message that blame everybody else. You want to hear that message. But you don't want to hear the message that will change your life, and that is self-accountability, self-responsibility, self-acceptance. And you looking in the mirror and say, it all starts with me. That's what changed my life, man. So the reason I talk with so much passion and conviction, because I prove it to myself every single day. The reason I have so much belief in what I do is because I prove it to myself every single day. Do I struggle? Absolutely yes. Do I have my days where I'm off? Absolutely less. But I don't need nobody to sit here and motivate me 24/7, 365. I don't depend on motivation, right? I'm convicted to get the best out of my life. So whatever situation that you in, what you gonna do about it? That's my question on this Friday afternoon. What you gonna do about it? Right? Some of y'all, you want to look the part so much for this world that you will stay in relationships that suck just because you want to look the part. You want to stay in a job that sucks just because you want to look the part. Right? You want to do all those things just because you want to look the part. You want to play the part. Y'all playing the game. Nah, bro. Change the game. Change the game. Change the game in your own life. That's my conviction to you. That's my challenge to you. That's my question to you on this Friday. On this Friday, I ain't perfect, but I promise you this, I go hard. I promise you this, I progress. I promise you this, I've been doing this for the last 12 years. I promise you this ain't no trend. I promise you that. I promise you this, I can look myself in the mirror and hold myself accountable. I promise you that I'm going to face my demons every single day. I promise you I ain't running from my reality. I promise you I'm going to release the things I need to release. I promise you I'm going to put the seeds in my life that need to be planted. I promise you that. Because I understand, man, I get one of these, and I refuse to live my life complaining. I refuse to live my life blaming. I refuse to live my life using people. I refuse to live my life doing that. I'm going to get the most out of my life. So it's up to you. It's your life, man. But don't be on social media complaining about some things, right? You complaining about your health, but you ain't doing nothing to better your health. I just went to the doctor yesterday to get my labs. Period. Because I want the truth. I want to be able to work on myself. And there's some things I need to work on in my health. Okay, cool. I got the information. Okay, let me make sure I'm the best me for my family and for everybody else. Because if you ain't doing that, you're selfish, right? You in a relationship that you've been complaining about for the last 10 years, that you in my inbox asking, hey man, the person don't love you, period. Or they might love you, but the person, you've been accepting the same stuff, men and women. You've been accepting the same things for the last 30 years. I don't know what to tell you. Wake up. Friends, same friends that do you wrong, do you dirty, right? Around your circle, that nobody in your circle inspires you. Right? You look around your circle, look around your circle, man. Look at your life. What type of fruit you produced. I can look at my life and be proud of the fruit I produce. Because a solid tree, a good tree, I didn't say a perfect tree, will produce good fruit. Look at your life. Look at everybody around you. Look at everybody. Look at your kids. Look at everybody around you. Right? Are you inspiring them? Is everybody in your life in messed up situations? Why is that? Why is that? Some of y'all need to change your environment so you can change your life. You know, a palm tree can't grow in the winter. A palm tree can't grow in New York, but a palm tree is still a palm tree, and a palm tree is beautiful. But you put that palm tree in New York, a palm tree will be not powerful at all. You put that palm tree in Florida, in Hawaii, in the right environment, that palm tree will blossom. Some of y'all in the wrong environment, man, and you expecting things to change in your life. Some of y'all in the wrong environment, and you expecting things to change in your life. Some of y'all in the wrong environment and you expecting things to change in your life. Look around. How you gonna keep living like you living? And then you want to get mad at other people for challenging you? You gonna keep living like you living, doing the same things you was doing 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago? Gonna keep living like you living? You know, when people come at me and say, oh, Trent, you changed or this or that, I didn't change nothing. Only thing I changed was what I choose to no longer tolerate in my life. What I changed is a higher demand for my own self. That's what I changed. And when I started to change the things inside of me, guess what? The things around outside of me started to change. That's what I'm talking about. But some of y'all don't want to be challenged. Some of y'all act like your stuff don't stink. And then you wonder why you're in situations that make you feel like you feel. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all don't want to face your reality. You want to run from. You've been running from your reality your whole life. You don't want to face your reality. I would face my reality every single day. Whatever that reality may be. Sometimes it's small, sometimes it's big, but I face it. Because I understand that reality is not going to change unless I face it and get through it. So yeah, man, I'm just talking, man. You know, I'm probably wasting my breath for the most part. I'm not being negative, but I know how this works. I'm probably wasting my breath. 2,300 people on here. I'm probably wasting my breath. You know what I'm saying? But prove me wrong. I hope I'm not. I hope you make changes in your life. Are you going to keep repeating the same cycle over and over and over and over again? right? Over and over and over and over again. Same cycle, over and over again. Break the cycle, man. And only you know what you need to break the cycle. I don't know what you need. But if I'm you, I'm focused on what I can control. What's in my control? I can control what I put my life around. I control what I give my life. Those two things. I can control that. I control what I put my life around, and I control what I give to my life. I control what I accept in my life and what I give to my life. I start there. And that's something that I live by today. When I can't control certain things, I control what I accept and what I give to myself. And that is a perfect recipe to change your life. But you can't keep talking about the same things over and over and over again, right? If things are always happening to you, stop bringing your problems to other people. That's not fair to the people around you, that you choosing to stay in situations and staying stuck. You choosing to complain about the same things. You choose not to take care of yourself. And the people around you, they got to deal with that because you choose to be selfish and not take responsibility over your life. You choose to put yourself in the same situations, and now it's other people's problems. Don't allow your problems to become the next person's problems, and don't get mad when they choose not to accept your problems. Don't try to make them feel like they're a bad person. They ain't no. They chose not to accept those problems anymore because they chose to say, you know what, they stopped choosing your peace and they stopped choosing your pain. They start choosing their peace. Don't get mad at that person. Don't get mad. I'm sure I got people mad at me and they say, man, Trent didn't change. Trent stopped doing this and that. Nah, I didn't change. Actually, I did. I did change. And what I changed was stop putting other people's problems before my peace. That's what I changed. Because I know me, I'm going to plant seeds. I'm going to help you as much as I can. But once I see that you don't take my advice, once I see you don't even try with your life, I got to remove myself because I refuse to allow your problems to become my problems. I love helping people with their problems until your problems become my problems. And that's facts. And some of us on this live, we lived our whole entire life putting our problems on everybody else, putting our problems on our mama, our daddy, putting our problems on our spouses, putting our problems on our kids. Because you chose to stay in some stuff and continue to stay in some stuff. And now your choices have become other people around you's consequences. This is the message that y'all don't want to hear. I know it. I know ain't nobody giving y'all this real at 12 o'clock, whatever time it is, 12 o'clock, Friday, whatever time it is right now. I know ain't nobody giving y'all this real. I know ain't nobody being straight up with y'all like this. But I got to be like this because I care about your life. I care about you. I really do. I'm about to go to yoga right after this and meditate and take my zen and calm down. I'm about to go protect my peace, but I care about you, right? Your choice will become other people's consequences. I'm not saying you're going to make every choice right. I haven't made every choice right, but I hold myself accountable. I try. If you can look in the mirror and say, you try, that's what I want from you. I don't want it to be perfect, y'all. This ain't no perfect preaching. This ain't no perfect message, but I want y'all to try. I want you to at least try, that you can finish every single day and say, I tried. I really gave my best to it. I tried. Because it's not fair to the people around you. And I'll tell you this, man, because I deal with it. You want me to be transparent? I deal with it a lot. I mean, obviously, who I am to the world, I deal with it every single day. People bring their problems to me. Rarely people ask me how I'm doing, but they bring their problems to me, and I understand that. But this is what I know. When the enemy can't get to you, the enemy gets to everything around you. Especially when you have a caring heart because you care about everything that's around you. And this has happened to my life in the last 3 years so much that the enemy knows that I have such a good perspective, that my mom and my father have given me such good wisdom and such good insight and such good discernment that the enemy gets around the people around me because the enemy knows I care so much about the people around me. But then those people around me don't do their part. They don't listen. They don't apply. They don't do their part. And now their stresses become my stress. Their problems become my problems. And now their issues start to drain me. I said, no more. No more. And I made that decision early this year. No more. No more of that. If I can look and say, man, I've tried to help this person. I planted the seed. I'm not God. I can't change your life. I can plant the seed, but I'm not going to water it. I'm not going to sit there and water it because I got a life to live, baby. I got people depending on me. You know what I'm saying? So from both perspectives, man, if you're that person that's always putting your mess on other people, don't get mad at them when they choose not to accept it no more. Don't get mad at them when they choose not to accept it no more. If you're a person that keeps accepting other people's problems, it's okay. Don't feel guilty for prioritizing your peace, for prioritizing you, right? You're not there to save everybody because some people don't want to be saved. And the last time I checked, you get in the deep water, you try to save somebody that want to be saved, y'all both drowning. Y'all both drowning. Y'all both drowning. So just be aware of that, man. Because the people that you keep putting all your stuff on, you keep projecting all your stuff on, they already got their own stuff. They already got their own stuff. Kids on here with your parents, spouses, friends, Everybody. They got their own stuff too. So you got to do your part. If you really love that person, care for that person, you'll do your part to do the best that you can in your life. And I told my mom that. My mom and my dad, they never had to worry about me. Never. Well, I'm sure they worried about me, but I made a promise to myself, people around me. It's not that I internalize everything, but I said I'm going to do my best that I can to do what I can in my control to change my situation so my problems don't have to become other people's problems. And I'm not telling you to stay silent about your silent battle. I'm not telling you to reach out for help, y'all. It's not this message. But it comes to a point where you got to say, you know, am I doing my part to actually change the situation? Or do I want somebody just to pacify me about the situation I know I'm not going to change? I take pride in that. I take pride in being other people's peace and not their problem. Other people's peace and not their pain. I'm sure in my life I've been problems and pain, but I try my best. I'm really conscious of that because I don't want to add more onto someone who already has a lot. So yeah, we went all over the place today, man. I know this message was very in your face, very stepping on your toes, but I do that and I say that because I love y'all. I actually stopped my workout. Like I burned about 350 though, so I'll take that. But I wanted to slow down because I wanted y'all really to get this message. And I'm not condemning y'all, but I am challenging y'all because we got to get to a place where we make a change. We got to. We got to get to a place where we make a change. You know, don't be jealous of the next person. Don't be jealous of your friends, jealous of your people close to you because they getting the most out of their life. You don't know what they sacrificed, or maybe you do. You don't know what they go through every single day. You don't know how consistent they've been to saying no to their problems and yes to their peace. And all you're seeing is the fruits of their labor. You don't see the seeds that they planted. You don't see what they went through to water those seeds. You don't see what they lost in the process of doing that. And maybe you do. But before you get mad at them for being happy, before you get mad at them for being successful, before you get mad at them for having peace in their life, look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, why you can't have that? And I'm not talking about what they have, but foundationally, why can't you have that? Right? I see so much jealousy with people around them, the people you're supposed to be happy for, the people you're supposed to be proud of, the people you got front row seats to see them elevate their life. And they're showing you it's possible. But these are the people that you choose to hate on. These are the people you choose to become jealous of. These are the people that you choose to make you better. When these are the people that should influence you the most to make you better because it's tangible, it's right there. It's evidence that God is real. It's evidence that there's more to your life. To be transparent, the more I grew, the more I elevated, the more I lost. Really, it's not a loss, it's a gain, but it broke my heart at times to be like, dang, why? All I did was do what we're supposed to do. But when people aren't committed to working on themselves, your growth or your change makes them insecure about that procrastination, about their stagnation. So if you're on the side of jealousy and envy, we all have those emotions, check your damn self. And you go be proud of that person next to you. You go be proud of that family member. You go be proud of that friend. You go be proud of that stranger that you see online that is making a living, doing something positive, trying to do something right. Ain't selling drugs, ain't robbing nobody. Right? Instead of judging them, applaud them. Applaud them when they start, instead of just when they become successful. And if you're a person on the other side that's receiving that, you growing, you like, damn, man, like, why can't these people be happy for me? Why can't these people support me? Keep going. Keep going. How they feel about you, unfortunately, has nothing to do with you. And I mean that. A lot of times it's how they feel about themselves. And they project how they feel about themselves upon you. Yeah, so all of that today. All of it. Take what you need, leave what you don't. Share this if you want to. You know, that's all that I ask y'all. You know, this ain't me begging, but if you on here, support it. Don't be selfish. Share this with somebody. I get a message every single day that says, Trent, I had no idea who you were, but my friend that was on your live shared this with me. My friend that was in your text community shared a text with me, and you have been what I need in this season of my life. That's all that I ask. I don't come here promoting things all the time. It's very rare that I do. Very rare. I give y'all so much over this last decade. All I ask is that support me in the free ways. You ain't got to buy none of this stuff. You ain't got to buy a book. You ain't got to buy a t-shirt. You ain't got to throw me a star. You ain't got to do none of that unless you want to. All that I ask is that you just support me, right? TikTok, whatever it may be, in your way. And I know so many of you do, right? And I'm grateful for you and I appreciate you. But that's all that I ask. That's it. And that helped my life so much just by doing that, because my mission and my goal is not to become famous, right? I don't want to become famous. It's to allow my gifts and my mission, my vision to touch the hearts around the world that need it. And unfortunately, there's hearts that need this message that have no idea who Trent Shelton in Rehab Time is. No idea. And the only way I'm going to get to them is through you. That's how it's grew to what it's grew to today. I'm not on here as no celebrity, no influencer, no perfection. I don't have no studio, all that stuff. There's so many things, podcasts that I do every single day, spend time away from my family. On this live right now, I'm about to be late for yoga class. I want to stay on here and serve you guys. There's so much that I do, man. Right? And this ain't no sympathy plea. Outside of the things that you can buy, right? Just show up. Just share. If it's on your heart to. If it didn't touch you, if it didn't, no, don't do it. People say, dang, you know what? Somebody in my world could use this. That's all that I ask. And so many of you have been so grateful for doing that over this last decade. And I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful. Thankful for you. All right? So thank you, and thank you. I love y'all, man, for real. I love y'all. That's why I'm convicted like this, man. Y'all are my homies. Like, y'all my bros, and my sisters don't sound right, but y'all my bros. Everybody my bros. Everybody my homies. Rehabbers across the world. Even if you're not a rehabber, even if I don't know you personally or never seen you on this live, you family to me, and that's real. That's real. I just wish y'all can feel my heart. I hope that y'all feel my heart. I hope y'all feel the sincerity of my messages. You know, I had somebody in my inbox said the other day, and I'm gonna just share this. I'm gonna get off of here. He said, "Man, Trent, I feel like you changed." All right, some lady was like, "I feel like you changed. I feel like this or like that," and I'm going to share this with y'all real quick, man. This is so important, and I literally have to go. So I was in my inbox, and I broke a rule. And one of my rules is don't grab my phone when I wake up, because it's like Russian roulette. You know, I might have somebody in there that whatever. But I just feel the need, man, to always get in my inbox as much as I can. Some of y'all be like, Trent, you never responded to me. Y'all gotta realize it's thousands and thousands of messages, and it's me in there. You know, I try my best. So I try my best every single day to get in my inbox just to say thank you, respond, get some advice as much as I can for free. And I came across this message. The lady said, Trent, I feel like you changed. Right? Your message ain't this or that. They watched the message the other night. And the first thing was like, dang, like, have I? And my answer was I had to remind myself, like, I know that message the other night was the realest message from the purest place ever. You don't get this type of passion and energy from something that ain't real and solid. And so for a brief moment, I was like, dang. But then I had to remind myself that I'm not going to be for everybody's season in their life, right? And I want to remind you of that too. Sometimes we feel bad about ourselves because we're not pleasing everybody. And it's something I preach to y'all that I had to preach to myself. There's going to be people that drop off, going to be people that say you changed, going to be people that say, oh man, I don't need your messages no more, this or that, or whatever you're doing, your product, whatever you're doing in life, it's going to happen, right? You're not going to keep everybody forever. Everything don't last forever. It's a part of this life. Some things have to fall off so better things can enter your life. Some things got to die away and wither away so better things can grow. It's a part of it. It's a part of it. So I say that because the next 20 messages, and I hope that y'all feel this, please, because so many people stop going for it because they allow, and it's not even hate, it's just their opinion, their perspective. And I respect people's perspective. Trent say, you suck, Trent. That's your perspective. Salute to you. But I ain't got to believe it. But so many of us, we throw in the towel in our life. So many of us, we keep our gifts wrapped up. Man, forget yoga class. So many of us keep our gifts wrapped up. Some of us keep our everything silent inside of us. Everything's solid. Y'all share this if you can, okay? Because I'm not going to class. I made up my mind. I'm staying right here until my phone dies. It's probably about to die here in a little bit. Let me see. Hold on. 2% on this thing. Actually, hold on. Y'all stay here. Get my charger. Yeah, we got a charger right here. All right. So listen. Hey, listen, everybody with their opinions in here, listen. I respect your opinion, right? Ain't nothing about me, anything I say will ever be mean, right? My truth. And that's what people try to do to you. They gaslight you. And this is a whole, I'll get to that in a second. But I want to tell y'all this, right? After that message, which is very rare, y'all, very rare. But after that message, I had a choice in that moment to accept that as a truth about my life, to believe it like so many of you do. After that message, the next 20 or so was like, Trent, that was the realest message that I ever heard you give. I needed that message so much in my life. 20. Right in a row. Right in a row. One person said, I felt like it wasn't this or that. The next 20 said, that was the realest message ever. And I thank you for what you do. So I'm not saying you have to be a narcissist, right? And be like, nobody's opinion matters and really like, nah. But you got to choose to know your truth and what you accept. You got to choose to know your truth and what you accept. And I want to say this because I seen somebody's comment on here just a second ago. When somebody stands up for what they believe in, when somebody chooses not to accept certain things, every human being has that right. And don't you ever make somebody feel guilty by saying, oh, you're mean or this or that, because they don't accept what you're trying to give them. And I see it so much on social media. I see some people, they get in the comments and they say something and the person responds back in a way that they didn't want them to respond, and they try to flip the script and make them feel like they're the victim. Make them feel like they are the victim, right? So I want to say that. Somebody's not mean because they're passionate about what they do. Somebody's not mean because they choose to stand up for what they stand for and it comes out in this convicted way. That's not mean. Mean is mean, right? It's talking about somebody, it's whatever. But somebody has a right to stand for what they believe in, right? And I'm taking that out of context. I'm not telling you to be rude to people, all that stuff. So anyways, man, that's my message for today. And I hope that something in there helped you somewhat. But at the end of the day, like I've been telling you for the last decade, bro, it all starts with you. Seriously. It starts with you. I'm sure I didn't see a lot of the comments, but I'm sure there's people in these comments complaining about something. Change it. That's my advice. Change it. Trent, it's not that easy. It is. Yeah. Making a change might not be comfortable. It might be very hard. The conversation might be hard. The journey might be hard, but the choice is easy. The choice is accept it or not. That's it. The journey might not be easy, but the choice is. So everybody that's like, you need to respond to me, or I made thousands of videos. This message here is your response. If you're in some stuff that don't make any sense for your life, stop accepting it. And I'm not just talking about relationships, y'all. I'm talking about everything. Everything. Stop accepting it. And do the necessary work. And that stuff is hard. That dark work is hard. But if I can get through my year this year, and I'm not undermining anybody else's year, but if I can get through the year that I went through, then you can get through the year that you went through. And I know our struggles might be different, but this was the hardest year of my life. And if I can get through the hardest year of my life, you can get through the hardest year of yours. Y'all have front row seats to see me struggle. I didn't hide it from y'all. I didn't shelter it from y'all. I showed y'all because I want y'all to see. And don't think, oh, Trent don't go through nothing, so it's easy for him. Nah. I go through a lot, but I grow through a lot. Why? Because I refuse to waste my life. When I leave from this earth, y'all gonna know that I got the most out of this thing. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed Friday. I know it's a random live, but I want to give y'all something. We'll be on Sunday at 8 o'clock like always. Make sure y'all tune in, put it on your schedule. We're going to talk about some real stuff, all right? This is one of these emotional lives when I was riding a bike that was like, man, I'm about to tap in with them right now. All right?